Welcome to another episode of Assertiveness, the show that gives ordinary South Africans a space to talk about things that really matter. Do follow all our conversations at Assertiveness TV on Twitter and on Facebook at Assertiveness. On today's episode, we're going to discuss the phenomena that is called fat and set. And I think the name is coined in South Africa, fat and set, or the phrase more than anything. But I think it happens everywhere, especially in the light of nowadays dating, relationships. But if we're going to be honest, if I look at few people that I know, it's been happening for quite a while. But today we're going to try and tackle and get to a bottom of why does it happen, how does it happen, and should this be, or is this the new age of partnerships or pseudo marriages, if that's what we're going to call it. I'm joined in studio.
I'm Bali Vilagazi.
And then you just jumped.
No, the way you looked at me.
How? I'm still trying to find the right word.
The way you looked at me, it's like you were cueing me to come in. I'm sorry.
I'm Bali, okay?
Sorry.
So what?
Hi. Good, thanks to yourself.
Good.
Good.
I'm awesome.
Perfect.
It's good. So who's Mbali?
Mbali.
It's Mbali. Now you're sure.
Mbali is Azanya's mother.
Okay.
Theo's fiance.
Oh, whose fiance?
Theodore. Yes, also known as Umangova.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a bubbly person.
Wait, hold up. I find it very, very intriguing that that's how you described yourself. You start off as your role as a mother, and then your role as a fiance. But who's Mbali outside of those two roles? No,
like Mbali outside of those two roles. I'll be honest with you. At the moment, I'm mostly focused on those two roles.
Okay.
Yes. Obviously, there's also, work-wise, personality. I'm a simple person. I'm an open book. I'm very talkative. But yeah, if you want to know me, most of my life is surrounded by
your child.
My child, yes.
Husband too.
Yes.
And who were you before your child and your husband? What type of person were you before you became a mother and a fiance?
I had a lot of friends.
Okay, what are they now?
Once you start having a family, some friends you will lose.
Yes.
You
lose. Some friends you lose?
Yes.
Once you start having a family?
Yes. You lose a lot of friends, trust me.
Is it?
Yeah. Obviously, now you can't do the same things that you used to do before. There's no partying every Saturdays. Now there's lasagna. I've got to look after my child. Or if they say, let's go somewhere, I need to find someone who's going to look after my child.
Yeah.
So you saying, no, I can't. Next week.
Yeah.
It's always, okay, now you're boring. You're a mother. Or, oh, you're always with Theodore. So, no.
Okay. No, I see what you mean. Well, welcome to the show. We are very grateful to have you, and we hope that you're going to contribute to the conversation of the day. Welcome to the show. We're glad to have you once again, and we hope that today you can contribute again as you usually do. Then, ma'am, I really don't want to call you Dora, but like I can't not call you Dora. By the way, guys, her name is Dora. But like she's running away from her government name. So for the sake of the show, Hello Ntabiseng.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm fantastic. Welcome to the show. Can you tell us who Ntabiseng is? What does Ntabiseng do?
Ntabiseng.
Yeah.
I'm an extrovert.
Okay.
I'm very talkative. I'm very outgoing. What can I say? What's there to say? I'm a student.
What do you study?
I study travel and tourism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
At EEC.
What's EEC?
Ekurhuleni Eastern College.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And how's that going?
I'm very well, thanks for asking.
What's about fat and set?
Fat and set. Fat and set. That's getting me. Unyadisa. Simple terms. Wayishadisa. Uyazishadisa. Bangakshadanga.
Okay, wait, hold up. So what you're ultimately saying is that abantu who do ifat and set, they are fostering in marriage.
Yes.
When it's not there. And I got
Okay, the time might come, but it's not that time yet.
Yeah. So you're kind of forcing the situation.
Yes.
But is it wrong?
For me, it is. I personally, I don't have a problem with people who do fat and set, but I personally would not.
Okay.
Yes.
And why?
I think for myself, there are things like lobola in our culture.
Yeah.
For me, lobola puts value to a person. So now having to go and fat and set, that's like saying you can take me for free anytime. I'm your free ride. And then when you're tired, you can let me go home again.
And you can go and marry someone else.
And then you can go and marry someone else. Then I played my part as your, whatever they say, maid, I guess they call it. So I go and play my part, and then 3 years later, you decide you're done with this part. So
we're training ground.
Yeah.
So it's like a training, it's like a practice ground.
Yeah.
Like where Kaiser Chiefs practices go
Yeah.
or whatever, then they come in FNB.
And then you know after that, you go again, you find another one. He'll do the same thing to you, isn't it? That's what you're teaching them to do to you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sisi, Mbali, fat and set?
I'm half and half.
Okay.
Half and half.
Explain to us first what your idea of fat and set is. How do you understand it?
Okay, for me, it's when untombazana or indoda ihambi yohlala nepartner yakhe bangakashadani, like it's just nothing, we're dating.
Yeah, so
Sesiyahlalisana, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, as I said, I'm half and half.
Okay. Explain to us why you're half and half.
Because as she said, Uti, there are like things, cultural things, some other things in religion. You know, you've got Christian parents.
Yes.
You need to follow on the steps are correct before.
Yeah.
Lobo before. And I also believe, Uti, if me as a girl, I'm gonna go live with my boyfriend, just in jail. I went for a sleepover, it became permanent.
Yeah.
And then
Cause and hand.
yeah.
And if you always one outfit, but 4 or 5 days later, when my outfit I7, kanjani.
Yeah, but ubafolo uzobona kanjani isidingo sokuthi angishade.
You are there already.
Yes. Uzothenga into zakhe, motor, house, uzozikhuphula yena life. I'm not a priority.
And then he can turn around and say to you, but I'm shut down.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your one half.
Yeah.
What's your other half?
You know, you do find situations are bad, like really bad situations.
What a
No, bad situations.
What about that?
Bad situations. Yes, because circumstances are different, you know. Not every girl will be strong enough to say, I'm not going to go live with my boyfriend. I'm going to hustle. If I have to. You know, your mom kicks you out for whatever reason, or whatever the situation may be. You find yourself homeless. Now, brother, he's a good nigga. You've been with him for a long time. You know the situation, and he says, you know what? You know, I was to use or anything like that. You've been with him for a long time. You guys know each other like that. You know. Okay. Then it's
okay. I definitely hear what you're saying, Bali. I just want to get Khopota's view on what fat and set is. Then we're gonna what you guys have said and just get this conversation really, really rolling. Khopota, fat and set. Yeah. Your understanding?
No, I understand her very much. But I feel like fat and set, there's nothing really wrong with it.
Okay.
I just feel like it's your road to commitment.
Okay.
You're going to stay with that person and you guys are just going to do what married people do. But obviously at some stage, there's going to come that time where he's going to come down to you and say, look, now I want us to get married. So that it can be official. But there's nothing wrong. Fat and set is just, it's just how youth use it as a way of being committed to each other and being together, because now when you're staying at home, you guys are both staying at home, and then what
you say like what?
No, like I want to ask him a question.
No, okay, let's give him a chance to
you'll get there. Yeah. So like, let's say now you're staying at home, the boyfriend as well, he's staying at home as well, and you guys have difficult parents. So now in a situation like that, you can't really do what you guys want to do.
And what do you guys want to do?
You know what kids do, Joe. Like
you shouldn't be doing that before marriage anyway.
Okay, that's a story for another day. But anyway, yeah, I just feel like when you get to a certain stage where, let's say now our child, he has a place, or your girlfriend has a place, you can go stay with that person. There's nothing wrong.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. But I think it also, okay, instead of saying you wanted to ask him a question?
So are you saying we go on probation?
Not really.
Like, that's what he's saying. Like, okay, let's say now I live with you and it's 3 years down the line. You're deciding, no, this is actually not what I'm looking for.
It's just like being in a relationship for 6 years. You've been sleeping with that person for 6 years and then you find out this is not what I'm looking for. It's the
So
same thing. At the end
it's
of the
fine
day-
for you to just test me.
No, it's not testing.
You said you
looking
just
at it
wanna
in the-
see.
No, you're looking at it in the wrong way because
Okay.
you're looking at it in the sense that the guy just wants you to live with him. What about you?
It's
Don't
not
you want to
it's
live
a
with him
two-way
as well?
situation.
Yes. So no one's testing anyone. We're just having that relationship, living for the present right now. Whatever happens in the future happens.
Oh,
At
so
the
we
end of
don't
the day-
plan for the future.
Not really.
So I'm not even in your future plans.
Listen,
That's what it's
no,
saying.
you're
I'm not
getting me
even
wrong,
in
you're
your
getting me
future
wrong.
plans. It will happen
You're
when it
getting me wrong.
happens.
You're getting me wrong. You're getting me wrong. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that you guys are living together. You're not on a probation like you guys said now, like a training ground. You're not a training ground at all. You're living with that person because you guys are in a relationship right now. It's like people when they say, oh no, I've been with this guy for 6 years, I can't leave him. No, you leave him. You're not happy anymore. Leave.
Okay,
It's
so now,
normal.
what happens if you get a place, I come live with you, we break up after 3 years, you start dating someone else.
Okay.
Now, does that girl actually and in
No,
that same house?
No. I feel like if you do fat and set, one of the people have to own the house.
Yeah, let's say you own the house, it's your house.
Yeah.
Mina now it's yahlukana.
Yeah.
Feeling the program now.
Yeah.
You start dating omunye umuntu. Now loyo muntu loyo angisho it's a relationship now.
Yeah.
You're with that person. Aze naye futhi azohlala lapho.
Yeah, she can
Alale
come.
kulo mbhede lo mina ngilala kuwo.
Then you can take the bed, Mara. I mean, like,
Okay. Okay, let's start this thing off. I think as ladies maybe are very sensitive about the fat and sit thing.
It's more
Because
personal.
I think we make it more about you are wasting my time if we're gonna do a fat and sit and you're not gonna marry me. Because I hear what you are saying. I feel like we've got two ways of approaching it. My question is, if senza ifat and sit mina nawe siyafatana and sitana and it's your house. In other words, we are mina, because if you look at it properly, it's your, as you said, one of them has to own a house. So it could even be me. If it's my house and you moving in, ultimately you moving into my house, which has got everything there. It's got furniture, onkindo. We break up. I must now move out. Where am I going?
You can go home.
No,
Back home.
granted, you're going back home, but it's very. What I'm trying to highlight is the fact that you have wasted my time.
Yes.
But I've also wasted my time because now I committed to this partnership relationship. And the reality is that one of us is going to have to move out. We are pants. Do you understand? So now, is fat and set really what we should be doing? If, as you said, there is no intention of getting married, that's one side. The other side is that not everyone wants to get married.
True.
So now, as you said, in type of saying, you don't marry me, but not everyone wants to get married. What now? What about those who don't want to get married? Is it still fair to say that fat and sit is not ideal?
Yes, you don't want to get married, but don't you want to have your own things?
No. Before you jump in there and be clever, we see what you're doing. Your initial argument was the fact that.
What if you don't want to get married?
Your initial argument was the fact that Zimbabweans are a training ground.
Yeah.
And if then the next guy is also gonna come in. But let's say you are dating Kupoto and you guys are together and you guys
But I won't date
don't flirt on the show,
why?
please.
Why not?
Please hold up.
Why not?
Hold up. Hey.
Sorry.
Assembly. So what happens if the two of you are dating and you guys have a conversation and you both realize you really don't want to get married? You want this new age partnership. Everyone's calling it a
Now,
partnership.
let's say that comes to a different point now, because we have different morals and different beliefs. So some people do that because some people don't even believe in Christianity.
Yeah.
Some people think this lobola thing, abanye amantombazane will say, my parents are selling me. So they don't believe in lobola. So for them, that's why I'm saying I personally wouldn't do it. Okay. But for them, it's fine because they don't believe in lobola. They don't want to be lobola anyway. And Aganandab, she's not Christian. Maybe she has her own belief. So for them, according to their lifestyle, it's not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you were saying is that you're saying personally for yourself, it's not okay to do ifat and set because of your belief systems, which is your Christianity, with the fact that you actually want to get married. But for those who don't want to get married, those who are not Christians, who don't follow or prescribe to those belief systems, they might be Christians but still not prescribed to them. It's okay, so you're not judging them.
No.
But now, can I throw you in another scenario? in this day and age, most of us live in Johannesburg. You have a 9 to 5. We're busy, you know. You hardly have time to actually see your significant other. So it's that thing but people end up saying, Oksala will at least sleep in the same bed every night. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of maybe it's not a traditional fat and set. It's more the fact that they actually if you actually are working in corporate world, there really is no time to see a significant other. Sometimes you try to fit the whole week you are waking up in the morning, 6 o'clock you're out of the house. You come back maybe about 7. You really just want to sleep because you are tired. You know what I mean? And then it's that Monday to Friday. On Saturdays, then you try to fit all your friends in. You're trying to fit a baby shower, graduation parties, family, going to see your family. So there isn't time. So you end up saying, Muti, as long as we are sleeping next to each other, as long as we wake up next to each other, is that still okay for a boyfriend, or should you still wait for marriage?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
But what
does sleeping next to the partner? It depends on how you take it.
No, you know what she's trying to say. What she's trying to say is that, like, you get to spend time when you're with them. You don't necessarily have to see them once in a blue moon. You will see them every night, as long as you know that person is there.
We'll
when
have
you
that
sleep.
conversation.
Yes.
Exactly, and then
So,
at least
my baby, if you want to see me every day,
my baby, yes.
follow me, marry me,
Yeah,
do something. We can
there's
do
no
that.
finance for that at
Also,
the
when you
moment.
strongly believe in this lobola thing,
Listen,
first and then
I don't have a problem with fat and set. I personally will
Yeah,
not
that's
go
what
the
I'm
fat.
saying.
So I do have a problem with it, yes.
Yes, no, but what we're trying to just demonstrate are the different situations in which people end up in a fat and set relationship.
If you're working in a corporate world, you earn very well. Trust me, you can afford
No,
to.
but marriage is not all about money, though.
No, I'm saying, trust me, you can afford to pay
What if you
something.
just
Just show something.
No, but that
just
doesn't
to
mean.
spend time with that person, to talk, be able to talk to you. Hella, on the phone, it's different. Good to we talk to each other on the phone.
No, she's saying he has enough money to marry you.
Yeah.
But now here's my question: how long have you been with Theodore?
5 going on 6 years.
And when did he propose?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. So for the first two or 3 years, he was not intending to marry her. He might have thought it, but he didn't go to her mom and say, do you understand? But now are we saying that Theodore and Bali should be limited to seeing each other in that first 3 years because of corporate world?
No.
But that's what we're trying to get to.
You know what I feel like? I feel like you're trying to get me to agree.
No. No,
like on the real.
The mission here is not to get you to change what you believe in and what you think. What we're trying to do is just to, now I'm sitting here, I don't agree with Fat and Set, but I am clear on the fact that there are situations, and that's what Mbali spoke about when she said she's half-half. There are situations, although she said circumstances, which sounds very confusing. But the situation is that, there are situations where Fat and Set might end up being what is ideal for both of you. But we're going to go for a quick ad break. When we come back, I'm going to get into another scenario just to try and paint a picture so we can all see you, Guti, how do we feel about those situations and Fat and Set being an ideal for those situations. My English, I don't know what I just said there, but I think everyone gets what I'm trying to say, man. Just stay tuned in.